Hello everybody! Salty Sweet Wren here, and welcome back to the Sims 3 Create Your Cat series. For those of you who don't know, or may be new to the channel, this is a series in which I take cats that you, the viewers, have submitted to me to create within my Sims 3 game. These can be your original characters, they can be cats that you own, they can be cats that you made up off the top of your head. The cats that you submit will then be added to the world of my Warrior Cats challenge, and I think I'm going to start doing that a little bit more frequently because it's taking a while to get through the seasons. So start looking forward to when I start rotating the cats a little bit more often. But anyway, if you have a cat that you would like to submit that could appear in my Warriors challenge, please go ahead and leave a comment down below with the cat's name and a brief description of their appearance and personality. These cats can be like loners, rogues, kitty pets, wanderers. They can even be former clan cats. Like the cats who started the challenge to begin with. Now, this time I only have 3 cats. I do have 3 cats is more than I usually create, actually. However, those are the last 3 cats that I have on my list. And if you have a cat that you would like to submit, please do. Even if you don't, you can reach out to a friend and ask if they would like to submit a cat. You can share the video with friends, like see if anybody else would be interested in this. But, I do need more cats to continue this series. So, with all that in mind, let's actually go ahead and jump in. We'll start with a cat from Kara Betcher. Okay, the first cat is Labyrinth, submitted by Kara Betcher. So I'll go ahead and type in Labyrinth. Labyrinth. Okay. Need to double check the spelling there. Now, Labyrinth is a lean Tom with yellow eyes and a narrow face. His base coat would be white, and his fur is short. He has a dark red marking that extends from his face. It ends just below his eyes and at his nose and the face end to his tail, and it covers the whole tail. It extends into both of his sides and stops just before the belly. On top of it, there are slight tabby markings that are dark brown. So that sounds like a very interesting cat. Let's go ahead and... Would you be a wanderer or a loner, perhaps? I think I'll do wanderer for now. So let's go ahead and look for a good cat to be the base. I haven't played with the Abyssinian in a while. It is a fun base. Let's go ahead and get rid of the collar. You're not a kitty pet, so let's go ahead and get rid of the collar. See, is Abyssinian a good base? Maybe. I'd probably want to modify the head a bit, actually, if I do the Abyssinian. Let's see, the Burmese, maybe? Possibly. Color point short hair. I think it's a little too skinny. Devon Rex. I use the Egyptian Mao a lot. I think I use the Egyptian Mao for Tantamil and Korokopat. Javanese, perhaps? I do like the look of the Javanese. But let's see... Oriental short hair. Ossicat? There's a lot of different breeds I haven't played with. Savannah cat. I might want to play with this a little bit. Let's go ahead and start doing coat colors. The whole thing with the dark red marking, that actually sounds very... The way it's described sounds very similar to Vixen Mask, except like she's almost completely dark red. And it's not a stripe that goes from beneath her eyes, but I do think I could do like a similar type of pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and start with white, because it does say that that is the base coat, is white. Let's go ahead and delete all these other markings. Let's get a look at your face, too. So, this marking starts just below the eyes. So let's go ahead and get a new marking up here. And trying to get a marking that's really elaborate that goes between the eyes can be a little tricky. But if I start with this and I kind of play around, I think I can get something that can be... So I want to get like some more of a proper dark ginger color. gotta be a little bit more of an orangey tone because it is a ginger, but not quite brown, you know? Like, that seems to be an okay shade of red. And I might take this white and move it just a little more towards... Let me check the colors. Yeah, it's a little more towards the red, which is kind of what I'm going for. It's not a perfect white, but it is white. So using that, I can start actually using some of the actual markings to try and... Let me go ahead and... Okay, we'll start with this marking. I'll pull it down to the face, and I gotta really try and adjust it. Because... Oh, you know what? That might be a better... Well, no, it goes into the ears. We don't really want that. But the idea was good. If it didn't go onto the ears... It's so close. If I pull it a little more... If I flip it around, actually... it still goes onto the ears. Okay. Or I guess it doesn't say like it's a stripe, it just says it's a marking. I was thinking it was probably like a stripe, but if I do it like that, I won't necessarily need the eyeshadow thing, though that could be fun. But let's go ahead and... It is a dark red marking that extends... So I'll go ahead and take this. And spread it down along the back. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a tail marking. It's gonna cover the whole tail is what it says, so let's do that. And let's make this a proper red. There we go. Okay, and just to kind of establish this, this actually should work. It does say that it does have some dark brown tabby markings on top. The marking extends from the face and covers the sides, stops just before the belly. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit more solid. Let's get some dark brown tabby marks on top. So let's do a different shade of dark brown. My cats are literally fighting right next to me. So you guys good? Babies? Hey. Okay. If you start hearing like angry meowing, it's because Axel, get your claws off of Simba. Simba, you can go. Axel left. Okay. They were just both on the cat tree, just glaring at each other. Let's go ahead and move this over, because we do want it to be like just before the belly, it says. And on the opposite side as well. No, that goes into the belly. Let's move that up a bit. There we go. Should I change that red? It's a little bit more of a brownish red. I think it's okay. I feel like maybe if I change the white just a little more. I think that might be okay. See, this is like on the front. Here we go. If I move it like this, I don't want it to be brown. That's the thing. It does say red. I don't want it to be brown. I think that's slightly better. It's still a dark red, okay. Trying to get the right coloration can be tricky. But let's see. I do want to get some... It's a slight tabby markings. So, while we have those kind of subtle stripes, I do want to do something a little bit more subtle. I typically just use these as, like... Okay, can I pull this? I can't just take that. I'm gonna have to do something really quick. Let's move that up there. Move this back here. There we go. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this onto the tail first thing. I'm gonna lower the opacity on these darker brown stripes as well. And let's see, let's have it cover the whole tail. So you can definitely see that there are stripes on the tail, but it's a lot more subtle. Then if I bring these up, I'm gonna go ahead and extend them and kind of put that right in the middle. Pull this up a bit more. And here I'm gonna have to kind of make it a little smaller. And the face I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with, but I think I know what to do for the face. So the face, there is a marking that only covers like this part of the face right here. So, like right there, we can go ahead and do this coloring. Make it a little bit more faded, and that's good. I do like that. You're a very good looking cat. Let's go ahead and actually take this marking, and let's change the dark brown to something a little bit more subtle. So you're still going to be a dark brown, but I do want you to be more subtle, because we do have the other stripes. Like, I might pull it a little bit more towards the red, actually. Just so it still has that reddish look to it. I do like the way this looks. This is pretty fun. Oh, it also goes to the nose. I need to do a little bit more near the nose, so give me just a second. Make sure that the nose gets covered. Okay, let's shorten it just a smidge. Close enough. Do I want to do a slightly different pattern? Not quite like that. No. That's completely not what I wanted to do. Okay, this one it is. Gonna have to deal with that little bit of a faded look right there. Wish I could like zoom in on this little pelt design bit right here. Okay, I think that's actually better right there. Okay. There we go. I think this might be Labyrinth's pelt. I'm not doing the rippled look that I normally do, but it already has like a lot of intricate stuff. I could still, for the sake of the base coat, maybe. Let me put this underneath. For the base coat, I'll do some stuff, I think. A little more... a little more of a white color, just kind of... If I bring it down to the legs even, actually. This is something I don't do very often, is I'm messing with the legs when I do this. But I have done it before. I used to have an older Warrior Cats challenge, and one of the original starters of that one. Her name was like Stone Mist, I think. I did this with her legs as well. Was just like this brighter white color or something like that. Just to kind of give her more of that misty look that I was going for. But anyway, this is what Labyrinth probably looks like. Let's go to your first shape. Let's see, medium length? No, we are gonna go with short length. We are still gonna have it at the fuller length, and just to give it slightly more texture, we'll give you a little bit of a fluffy rear. So you're not like bald or anything. You're still a short-haired cat. But that's about what you are right there. Let's see, do I want to make you scruffy or sleek? That's the question. Let's give you a little more scruff at least. Like there, you can actually see the fluff. Yeah, I think that's good. More of a subtle fluffiness, but it is there. Now let's go into some of the more physical attributes. Your eyes are already yellow, which is great. We could go a little bit more yellow because it looks like it's yellow with black on the edges. Looks like you're supposed to have two different colored eyes. But yeah, let's fix that up. Let's go ahead and go with like a brighter yellow. Let's brighten this up. Brighten this up. That already looks great. That already looks great for the eye color. Let's see. You're already pretty lean, but we're still gonna change some stuff up. Do I want to change anything with the eye depth? Eye shape, maybe? I think this might be good right here. Eye depth, do I want to do anything? Yeah, let's stay right there. I feel like your eyes are probably pretty good as is. Now, ears. I might want to... slightly pointier for sure. Maybe slightly smaller? Let's see. You have a narrow face, so let's go ahead and... Jaw width is already pretty narrow. Muzzle width, I can even make nut even narrower, like so. Actually, I might make your eyes smaller. I can do that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make your eyes a little smaller, so they seem to fit in your head a little bit better. Here, there is like a thing that's like head width, I believe. Yeah, head width, and I can... Yeah, it's already pretty good. Making the head bigger? Nope. I think your head might be good right now, actually. Forehead heights, I think is okay. So let's do more of the body stuff. Let's go ahead and find where the body thickness is and bring that down just a tad. There we go. We've got a leaner Tom. If we go into where the chest scale is, we can pull that in a bit. Stomach scale is actually pretty good for what I'm going for. Do I want to do a longer tail or a shorter tail? We can do a slightly longer tail. Neck length, actually seems to be okay. Do I want to make you taller, or should I make you smaller? Let's actually go a little bit smaller. You're a lean but smaller Tom, maybe? Like so? Possibly. You're not too much smaller, just a little smaller. So I think, physically... Or actually, there's like a leg scale. What I can do, I don't want to do the hind legs. Where's the foreleg scale? I saw that foreleg paws turn. Foreleg scale. We can make that just a little skinnier. It's a little bit more subtle, but it's definitely there. I could do the hind legs as well. Just a little bit. Yeah, the hind legs don't look as natural when they're made smaller, just a tad. There we go. I think that might be good for Labyrinth, actually. So, let's go into Labyrinth's personality, shall we? Labyrinth is friendly. He values those around him. He's a genius. He seems to know what to do a majority of the time in situations. And adventurous. He likes to patrol the territory, or just find a quiet spot to think about things. He came from a group of cats that lived in a cave by a waterfall in a distant land. A large group of rogues, about 12 or 13, came and killed many of his group in a battle for the territory, and he and a few others managed to escape. He has no idea where a few others managed to escape. Or, he has no idea where any of them are now. I missed my place in reading this. And he will not turn... He has wandered so far on his own, and he will not turn back. He misses spending time with the others, especially the elders. He spent a lot of his time with them, despite being so young, and he values every bit of wisdom he gained. He especially loved conversations with the group healer. Labyrinth helped her any moment he could. She was like a grandmother to him. Nothing would make Labyrinth happier than to find a group of cats he can contribute to. As long as he doesn't have to fight a lot, that is. He hates fighting. So it sounds like Labyrinth would make a really good medicine cat. Let's go ahead and add the traits. You are friendly. You are adventurous, it says? Yeah. And you are a genius, which is a pretty fun combination of traits. So I think maybe slightly lower, or slightly more mid-range, actually. Alright, so I think this is Labyrinth. And let's go ahead and... You were submitted by Kara Betcher. So submitted by Kara Betcher. So thank you so much, Kara! And let's go ahead and move on to the other cats. Okay. This is not a cat I was expecting to see. I don't think I've seen you pop up in Create Sim for a while. Anyway, these next two cats were submitted by Little Nightmares. And the first one is Munkustrap. So let me go ahead and type that in. Munkustrap. I think that's how you say it. Munkustrap? I think. Anyway, I'm gonna say that you are a wanderer, maybe? I have a lot of wanderers, but you're definitely not a loner based on this. So Munkustrap is a tom, and is a fluffy, large, bulky gray tom with gray stripes going along his head, shoulders, back, tail, and legs. His tail tip, underbelly, muzzle, under his eyes are very light gray, and he has blue eyes. So let's go ahead and... Let's see, you're supposed to be a bulky gray tom. The American Longhair might be a better suit than that half Scottish Fold, I believe that was. I do think that was a cat that was from my old series. Oh well. Let's see, Balinese, not quite. You're not quite what I'm going for either. Curly and bobtail. If I make your tail longer, maybe. But the curly and bobtail is fun to play with. Mancoon, I use you a lot. I do want to branch out. Ragdoll. Scottish Fold. What's the Siberian look like? Ooh, that's a handsome kitty. I just noticed there's like a heart on the Siberian's chest. I think that this is my headcanon for what Jake looks like in the Warriors books. Oh well. Anyway, I'm not doing the Warriors books, I am doing Munkustrap, so let's go ahead and find a gray tone. which we can start editing down. If we start just removing most of the stuff. That's a lot of markings, more than I was expecting. But does a lot of the stuff that I typically do, as I can already see. Anyway, bulky gray tom, check, with dark gray stripes going along the head, shoulders, back, tail, and legs. So I think what I can go ahead and start with is I'm going to go ahead and actually start with some tabby markings because that can give me the stripes that I am looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and use... Let's see, there's normally more than just a few types. So I don't want that one. I like this one, or this one is actually better. So we're going to go with a darker gray color. Darker than that even, actually. So let's go ahead and... There we go. Let's see. Dark gray stripes. What I'm going to do is... to cover up where we don't want the stripes to be, we're going to go ahead and do some full leg markings. Like all the way up here. And bring that on up. My cats are fighting. Hey, boys! Okay. We'll go up here as well. We can do this leg over here. And this leg over here. And just to kind of make it even more well hidden, we can actually double that up. Double this up. Double this up. And double this up. So it's a little harder to see. Or possibly a lot harder. No, that one's better. I'm gonna have to take a break really quick because my cats are fighting. Hang on a second. Alright, I am back. Okay. My cats should hopefully be doing a little bit better. Let's see. I was in the middle of doing the stripes on Minka Strap. Okay. Let's see, you should have the stripes on your head as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's get some head markings in here. There's some pretty good ones, like this could work. Oh, I got rid of all the other stripes. That's not what I meant to do at all. So let's undo that. And go back here and boom. That is what I meant to do. So, with that done, let's see. It also says there's lighter gray on the tail tip, underbelly, muzzle, and under the eyes. So let's go ahead and get some lighter gray going there. So your muzzle, let's go ahead and use this, actually. We can use this and get some lighter gray going. Let's see. Something like that. I can even kind of subtly do this one even lighter, maybe? Not quite white, but like just slightly lighter gray. We also want to do something under the eyes, so that means probably the eyeshadow is going to come back out. So, let's see, is this a good one for the eyeshadow? Maybe. That one might be a little bit better. That one possibly. This one, That, you just lost all the eyeshadow. That one might be a little bit better, actually. If I do it more like that. And I'll have to bring it, like, down below the stripes. It still appears, like, under the eyes. Kind of outlines the eyes a bit. But you can definitely see where the difference is. So also the underbelly. We want to get the underbelly to be that same shade of light gray. So let's get that going. So we've got the underbelly. Do we want to do like this for the underbelly, actually? I could probably do both, maybe. Because we'll get that kind of subtle spreading to the rest of the... like to the rest of the sides, kind of. Which I kind of prefer the look of, personally. And the tail tip we also want, so let's get the tail tip going. Right there. I kind of like that. We can also use this lighter gray, since I have it, to kind of do my favorite little markings thing underneath where the stripes are. Let's go ahead and pull that up and lower the opacity on it. Oh, you know what? It's kind of on top of the stripes. What I can do is actually bring it lower. Now, it's actually kind of fun right there. And doing it on the opposite side, how well does it look on this side? Let's lower it just a tad. Like so. I do like the way this looks. That's a fun look. Alright, now for fur shape, you are a fluffy cat. This one says fluffy, but it's not quite the same, as you can clearly see. So long definitely looks fluffy. Fur density can also bring up the fluffiness, but this is a little bit more of a subtle fluffiness. Let's see, medium length. I don't know. Fluffy tail. I think fluffy tail is fluffier than fluffy, like, yeah. Look at that, fluffy tail. Fluffy rear actually looks pretty fluffy. And then fluffy does not look that fluffy at all. Fluffy rear, fluffy tail. Fluffy rear looks fluffier to me, honestly. I can definitely make you bigger, so we don't have to worry about that too much. I can bulk you out, make you bigger. So let's go ahead and start on that. If I take your foreleg scale and boost, it's not working properly for some reason. Let's go ahead and if I hit this, it undoes that. Where's cat size? There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and make you bigger. It's pretty big. Let's go ahead and do it to about the S. Hind leg scale, does that at least work? Yeah, it does. So why did foreleg scale not work? I don't know why foreleg scale isn't working suddenly. I mean, you've seen it work before, yeah? So I don't know why it's not working. I'll probably have to come back at a later time and fix that. Anyway, body thickness, we can bulk you out even more. Like so. Let's see. Chest scale, that's fine. Tail thickness, let's actually increase a bit just to improve the fluffy look of the tail. And let's see. I think most of this stuff is okay. We can move on to the head. Let's see, do I want to change anything about the head profile? Maybe just about there. Skull shape. That's okay. Head shape. Maybe a little less round, actually. I can shrink down the chin, but nah. Blue length I can bring up, or keep. I'll put it medium. I did the body. Let's look at. You're supposed to have blue eyes. Let's see, ears. Do we want to do anything different with the ears? Ear shape. Ear position height. We can put more on the top of the head, maybe? Or something a little more like that. Ear scale. Let's make them a little bigger, maybe. Okay, eyes are supposed to be blue. So let's go ahead and start doing some blue eyes. Something like that. Those are actually very pretty shade of blue. We can do... maybe slightly bigger eyes as well, perhaps. I feel like maybe a slightly wider jaw. I think this is a fun cat. Nose, do I want to do anything with? Maybe slightly smaller. I'll pull more towards like grayish brown color. Like so. Right around there is good. And now let's go finish up with the personality. So, Munkustrap actually is connected to Tantamil and Korokopat. He's a very close friend of theirs. He's known them ever since they were young cats. He's kind of a goofy Tom who loves to crack jokes in tough times to bring up gloomy moods, but he will be there for his friends when the time is right. And his mate is a she-cat named Plato. So let's see. I'm gonna say you are friendly because you like to be there for everybody. Maybe you're playful because you like to goof around and kind of hang out. The cats are going crazy again. Simba, stay. And, maybe a little clueless because you don't really... Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if that actually fits. Not lazy, let's see, what actually fits better? Clueless is what's striking me for some reason, but see, a goofy Tom loves to crack jokes in tough times to bring up gloomy moods, but you'll be there for your friends when the time is right. Maybe not so much, maybe non-destructive? Non-destructive, maybe? They're gentle, never destroy furniture or dig holes in the yard? Maybe. We can do non-destructive, I think. Just slightly lower voice. Alright, so that is Munkustrap. So let's go ahead. You are submitted by Little Nightmares. So thanks so much, Little Nightmares. Let's move on to the final cat. Alright, this is the last cat on my list. And this is Plato. So Plato is a she-cat who's slightly shorter than her mate. She is a blue-eyed white cat with light and dark ginger patches all over her body. The ginger patches are all around her ears and shoulders, going down her left leg, with some white patches in the ginger. Her paws are still white, except for the back right one. Her tail is all ginger, with dark ginger stripes. So let's go ahead and... this may be a pretty decent base, actually. Let's go ahead and find a white base coat, like so. And we'll move it a little bit more towards the ginger, of course. So, just to make it a little more There we go. Part of the reason I go from doing that pure white to something a little bit more of a subtle white is because it tends to not clash as much with like bright orange and other colors. Like those are fun, but they tend to like be very, they tend to clash a lot. So let's go ahead and let's see, right off the bat, I feel like this could be a good type of marking to use. I don't know. Because it's supposed to have light and dark patches all over your body. Yeah, that could work. So we can start with some lighter ginger and some darker ginger. Or this is more of just general ginger, but darker ginger tends to be more of a reddish tone, actually. But it also clashes when I do like the actual like dark and light ginger, so something a little bit more like that actually kind of works. They're all around your ears and shoulders, so ears, I'm gonna actually go ahead and find, there's a marking that does the ears. I can do them as a ginger color. And then I can actually go ahead and find some fun markings, like so, that I can change like that. And it goes down the left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this down. It's actually around the ears, so I'm gonna move it like around there. Move it like here, kind of twist it around a bit. Here, twist it around once again. Up just a bit. Bring it down. I feel like underneath all of this I should probably have like a ginger colored leg. So let's go ahead and get a leg marking that will be that same ginger color. Full leg. Or like this. And ginger. It's kind of fun. Hey, this actually already came with like a ginger patch within it, or a white patch within all the ginger. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more than just that though, so let me go ahead and... A fun little thing I can do is something like this. Pull over here, shrink it down just a bit, and we can make that white. So that's kind of fun. Let's see. Her paws are still white, so I'll make the paw on top of that white, so... I think I will go with the pure white just to kind of, sort of do that kind of subtle coloring that just kind of makes it pop a little bit more, you know? Does it clash? Just a little. But her paws are white except for the back right one, so... Back right leg is gonna be a ginger paw. Let's go ahead and do that. And I feel like I should probably take this and start like putting it like more like all over places. Like it can be there, it can be like over here. Let's see, does it have the whites like in more places? Or it just says on the shoulder, so Like on the shoulder and the leg. Over here actually makes a lot of sense. And... see, around the ear once again. Or I can go ahead and shrink that down. Yeah, I can put it like... that's actually okay, I think, right there. I don't actually... that's better, I think. I'm gonna get kind of picky about where exactly these markings are going. Oh, what did I do with the white paw? I got rid of the white paw? No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, pause. Up here. Doing this paw as white. And that's fun. And you know, I might take this and spread it around down the leg a little bit further as well, because it did say it was the leg. And we can shrink it down just a bit. That's kind of fun. That is actually a very fun look. I might do... give me a second. Not quite that, but I'm gonna take some ginger and kind of splash it like up around here. That looks pretty fun. I do like that. I really like that. Let's see, fur length. Do I want to change anything? For density. Yeah, I can make your fur smoother. If I make you have slightly shorter fur. The fur length completely changes what the cat looks like. Oh, you need dark ginger stripes. Your tail is all ginger with dark ginger stripes. Almost completely forgot about that. So let's go ahead and... tail will be ginger. Like so. With dark ginger stripes, which I'm gonna have to pull up from... let me go ahead and actually... not that one. Or I can just go ahead and darken it like so. Like, pull it up here and darken it. Or I can pull it down like so. That looks more of a brown. Or something like that, actually. That works. That really works. I do like this. This is fun. This looks like a very fun cat Play-Doh. So, let's go and start working on the body type. You're slightly smaller than your mate, but your mate was pretty big anyway, so... we'll do cat size just subtly, not like a ton like your mate was, but just a little. Like that. Just enough that you pop up just a tiny bit. Let's see, do I want to do anything with body thickness, or maybe a little bit more? I might give you a slightly longer body, just slightly. Tail thickness, I might do a bit. Tail length, I might make a bit longer. Stomach scale, let's pull that in just a bit. So does 4-leg scale work now? Nope, it does not, so I'll go ahead and undo that. So I'll have to figure out what's going on with the 4-leg scale, because it normally works. For some reason it's not now. Let's see, air position height, I might move off to the sides a little bit more. Ear scale, I can shrink just a bit. Eyes, you have... what color eyes? I don't think it says what color your eyes... blue-eyed. You're blue-eyed, okay. So, I'm gonna give you more serious eyes, I think, but bigger. So they actually fit your face a bit more. There we go. So, let's give you, like, more, like, harsh-looking blue eyes. Because that'll be kind of fun. I do like that. I do think that that is a very fun look. I kind of don't want to do too much more with her, because she already looks really cool like this. So let's go ahead and work on her personality. Now it says that, compared to her mate, she had a much more cold personality to cats outside their friend group, always wanting to work on her skills rather than talk, which is why she has respect for Tantomil. She is one of the first cats to go into battle if her friends are in danger. So I feel like she's more of an independent cat right off the bat. They prefer to be on their own, but they will, like, hang out with the cats that they are closest to. A little bit more standoffish and cold. Probably proud because she likes to work on her own stuff. So... let's see, she's one of the first cats to go into battle if her friends are in danger. I've been seeing that aggressive cats don't tend to make friends easily, and... let's see, destructive, maybe... Hunter, actually. Hunter, it does, I have been counting... for whenever cats get injured, I use hunting skill as another measure of their fighting ability. So, Hunter, probably. I'll use that. And maybe slightly higher voice, not too much higher. Alright, and you are also submitted by Little Nightmares. Alright, so we have Labyrinth, submitted by Kara Betcher. And then from Little Nightmares we have Munkustrap and Plato. These are all very beautiful cats, all very different. But I do love the way they all look. So, I think that this wraps up this episode. So, until I get more cats, this series will probably be put on hold. Thankfully they don't go up for like 2 weeks. So please submit more cats if you have them. Just go ahead and leave the cat's name and a brief description of their appearance and their personality in the comments below so that I can create them. If you enjoyed watching this, please go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe so you can watch more content like this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, friends.